Video's not sponsored at all. I bought these, but like, why not support small businesses, you know? Support small businesses for it. It's called Cozy Girls. I'll link their Instagram and the site down below just so you guys can check them out. I have this one in black and in beige, and they're super cute and comfy and really good quality. Hello, with this embroidered little situation. Cute, come on. So yes, let's start supporting small businesses. Don't be bougie. Fast life. Hey guys, Jo here and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Jo and welcome to my little vibe. Today I decided to do a how I got my apartment at 19 because if you guys don't know, I do live by myself and I've been living by myself for almost 2 years now in my own apartment. My name is on that lease. This is my second crib. Let's just get into the video because I know why you're here and I know you want to know how I got my own apartment. Okay, so Moon is here with us today. So I have my notes right here, okay? So if I'm looking down, that's why. First of all, to have your own apartment, you need to have a job, okay? Because if you don't have a job, where are you gonna get money to pay for this apartment? Like, girl, come on, just think. Like, it's just common sense. You have to have a job. So let's start off there. I came out to Pennsylvania. If you don't know, I live in Pennsylvania. But it's gonna be different wherever you go. But honestly, I came out here with only $100 to my name and I still made it happen. I came out of a horrible situation. So yes, you need a job. I got a job like my second or third week out here and I was really hustling, and then I got a second job. So I had 2 jobs and they were both full time. So it was no joke, I was not playing. So at the time where I was staying at, I still had to pay a little bit of rent. And it wasn't even a little bit of rent, it was like me paying a whole like 75% of their rent. Literally all the money I got was going to these people's rent. It was making me a little bit upset because I didn't ever have spending money. Keep in mind, I came out here kind of broke. So like, it was hard for me to like start stacking a little bit more, you know. At the time, like when I first came out here, I wasn't thinking right away like, okay, I'm gonna get my own place right now. So it actually took me about like 4 months to get right, figure out my money, and then move forward with the process. Like, since I was working 2 jobs, I was Ubering to work. If y'all don't know, Uber be eating your pockets up. Like, hold on. Uber was eating my pockets up. I was spending like $100 on Uber a week. I would get paid and it would go to rent and Uber and food, if that. But it was really kind of hard for me in the beginning to like figure out what exactly I needed to do. That was one thing I tried to like cut out a little bit, was like, okay, maybe I need to take the bus or maybe I need to catch a ride. Luckily, like, I have a good friend of mine, shout out to Sid, she helped me a lot. She used to pick me up on Thursdays so we can like go to the studio together and then drop me back off at home, which actually saved me a lot of money because Ubering to work and then from work back home to get ready for my second job to work and then from work back home was a lot of money. That was probably like $50 a day. Yeah, do the math. You can take the bus, or if you have a car, great, but like you just need to be smart about where you put your money. In a time like that, don't eat out, because I found myself eating out a lot and spending money on unnecessary things. Like, and I was like, girl, let me stop buying this stuff, because it just was taking money out of what I could really be putting into an apartment, you know? Stop! So a really important thing I needed to do, I had to start a savings account. I really didn't have an actual savings account at the time, but like I had a Cash App, so I was just like transfer money into my Cash App and let it sit there and I wouldn't touch it or anything. And I had a Cash App card too, so if I need it, I can use it or just transfer it back. Because you know them Cash App fees be trying to get you in the ass and that's out. I tried to take at least like $20 just to start from each check to put away, just so I can see if I can start building a little savings. I actually started building like quite a bit. Like every check I would try and pull some money out, like something, even if it was fucking $5. Started to get somewhere, and then I ended up having to like help family or whatever. So then like my savings went, it was just a mess. The people I was living with, it was crazy. So like my money never lasted ever, and they were kind of manipulating me into like making me pay more money for no reason, and I wasn't having that. Start a savings account, because if you start putting money away, like I said, take like $20, $10 from each paycheck you get, you can have like a lump sum of money, so when you do decide to move, like it'll be a lot easier for you to buy furniture or like decorations, or even put down a deposit or something. Like that money can be used for something. Another thing that was like really important at the time that I didn't realize it until later on was all the little unnecessary things that you pay for, like subscriptions or Netflix, Hulu, whatever. Like if you're paying something monthly, you might want to cancel that. Even Apple Music, I would be dirt broke and Apple Music would come and take my last $20 or $10. And I was like, I need to cancel this shit, because it was taking my money. They're just gonna pull your money, and honestly, like it does add up. So for those like 4 months I was trying to save money and like get out, that little $14 for Netflix and that $10 for Apple Music and that $5 for Hulu or $12 for Hulu or whatever, it adds up. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to cancel these right now so I can like get somewhere with my money, because I'm not getting nowhere right now. I check my bank statements every day. I wake up, that's the first thing I do is check my bank account. I check my bank account about like 5 to 6 times a day. I mean, it's just a security thing. I'm sure like you guys do it too, because why wouldn't you? I don't just sit and like, you know, I need to know what's going on. I have bills that go on auto pay. I'm just constantly checking my bank account, okay? So I would like check my bank account, and these things would be getting pulled out. And I'm like, oh my God, like, where is my money going? Like, what the fuck? Cancel those little subscriptions, because those being out of your bills will actually like go a long way. Might just be a little bit of money like you're saving, but like a little goes a long way, trust me. So I have 2 jobs now, right? So paying rent, I'm still Ubering, sometimes taking the bus if I could, and cancel my subscriptions. So now I'm like thinking about moving out. So I started looking at apartments just to see like the price and like if I could afford it or not. At the time I was looking, I'm like, shit, like I could afford this. PA rent is really cheap, so at the time it was still a lot, only because I was still like building my money back up from coming out here dirt broke. That $100 went probably the first week I was out here, so yeah, I had no money. Like, dang, I don't know if I could keep up with that, because like just for me working these 2 jobs already, my money just goes like this. One job I would get paid this week, and then the other job I would get paid the next week. So I was getting paid every week. I liked having that constant flow of money coming in every week, you know? So that kind of helped me a lot. And I set a goal for myself to like see if I can make enough money to keep up an apartment or bills or whatever I was paying for. I was working full-time at Panera Bread and teaching at a studio. Girl, I was busting my ass. I literally worked both jobs every day. I would go to Panera Bread at 5 in the morning. I would open, work until about like 1:30, 2 o'clock. I would stay as late as I could, just so I can get that extra little coin, honey. And then I would go to the studio from like 3:30 to like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And that was every day. I would even work weekends at Panera sometimes. When I was trying to move, I was working all week because I wanted that extra coin. I wanted that money. And I was like, yes, I can come in on the weekends. Like I would even ask like my manager, like, hey, can I pick up a shift this Saturday or Sunday? Like if y'all need me, call me, because like I'm trying to get my own place and like, you know, I need this money. So they were like, oh yeah, cool. Then they were not playing. They would really call me and be like, hey, can you come in today? I would be working like 10-hour shifts. And I was like, 1 month goes by and I'm like, okay, well, okay, I could probably like keep up. And I would determine, like I would find an apartment and be like, okay, so this apartment was like $550 a month. Well, I raked in $700 from Panera Bread by itself, and then plus my studio check, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like maybe I actually could do that. We're there, we're bringing in the money slowly. I'm starting to like put it away, whatever, cool. Another thing, I don't know why people are so ashamed of this, but I canceled out groceries out of my own pockets also, because girl, I got me EBT. Like if you don't get, you know, food stamps, girl, the government will pay for your groceries, but that's if you qualify. But if you do, like, why not? Like if you're a student, or if you're like living with your parents and you're like working or whatever and you don't have like crazy income, you will get approved for EBT. Food stamps, girl, get you them food stamps. Let the government pay for your groceries. I love my food stamps and mine got canceled now. So now I don't get food stamps and I have to come out of pocket for my groceries, and I'm mad. Groceries are really expensive, and that's one thing I didn't realize until I'm like an adult now. I got me some food stamps. They'll give me a cool little amount. It was just me by myself. So I would get a whole kitchen full of groceries for myself, and they would last for however long because it's just me. And like, you know, I eat what I eat. You get the point, right? So get them food stamps if you can, whatever state you live in. Go online and see if you can get them. Like, that's clutch, and it'll definitely help you a lot when it comes to groceries and money, because groceries are a lump sum of your money every month. One thing that is like really important when it comes to getting an apartment is credit. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any credit. Girl, let me tell you. When I was 18, I like opened a credit card at Victoria's Secret, not knowing it was a credit card, because they were like, you want to save some money and sign up for our Angel program and get $50 off. I was like, yes, girl, run me that. Yeah, put in my social security, all my info and everything, and then never paid it. And then it really fucked up my credit because I didn't have credit to begin with, but then just me doing that kind of like open me some credit, you know? But then I took care of it, paid it off, whatever, boom, canceled it. So now I have like no credit. I still haven't opened a credit card because I'm kind of scared too again. Credit is like a big thing. When you get an apartment or whatever, even a car, or you lease a laptop or something, a phone, you need credit. They do a credit check, they do a background check, everything, just to see if you're able to keep up with paying for this item that you're getting. An apartment is like a huge kind of thing that you're paying for, so they want to check your credit just to make sure like you're able to keep up with these type of payments, because girl, if you don't, they do not care if you're broke or not. If you don't make that monthly payment on the first to pay your rent, you're gonna get evicted, honey, okay? Personally speaking, I didn't have credit at the time. Honestly, if you don't have credit, it's fine, because like there's just nothing on your credit and you're gonna get approved depending on your income. I didn't have no credit, but I had really good income at the time. Like, I was making money from both of my jobs, so they seen, okay, like she has 2 good jobs, she's making a lot of money, so she can pay for this. I would advise you, like, if you have like a long time to get an apartment or just sit and make money, open a credit card, spend it on little things like gas, and that's it. Pay it on time, pay it early, and in 6 months, I bet you will have some booming credit to get you a bomb apartment. It just depends, honestly, also where you are, because I know in LA, getting an apartment, you have to have good credit, you have to have 3 times the income, but out here, it's a little bit different. The credit check, they did the background check, and I still got approved even though I had no credit. Like I said, it took me 4 months to get out and get right, because I still was trying to like figure it out. Worked both of my jobs, 4 months straight, like never missed a day of work ever. I would always go. I'd have been like 1 or 2 days where I was like feeling sick, not coming in, or I was just super freaking tired because girl, I'm 19 years old and I'm overworking myself. So I worked for 4 months. I set that goal for myself every month. Am I raking in enough money to pay for rent, bills, groceries, whatever, and just have extra spending money? You don't want to like pay rent and then be broke after that and have no money for gas, cat food. I have a cat. Things like that. You want to be able to still get your necessities and your toiletries and stuff like that, because that all comes included. And when you get into your place, you're still gonna realize like you still have a lot of things you have to pay for, like little tiny things. Start putting money away. Save your money, put your money away, save your money, put your money away, save your money, put your money away, and save your money. I start actually looking at apartments. Looking on Zillow, I'm looking at apartments.com, I'm looking on Facebook Market even, like, you know, just looking at everything. And also another thing I was looking for, me personally, I was looking for all of the utilities to be included, because I did not want to have to go through paying for gas and water and electric and everything separate, because I was not ready for all that. I was like, you know, I just want utilities included and all that. Look at my apartments right now. I only have to pay electric, which was easy. I just had to call, set up an electric account with this company or whatever. Then it was easy when I moved into here too. I just got to transfer that same electric service from my old apartment into this apartment. So easy, boom. So I found an apartment. It was actually the only apartment I looked at. I literally went and looked at it and was like, oh, this is perfect. Like, it's fine. I love it. I want to get it. And that was in like October of 2018. I was 19, so 2018. It was like the 3rd of October, me and my friend, she took me to go look at the apartment, and we're like looking at it, and I'm like, oh my God, I could totally see myself in this. It was in my price range a little bit. All the utilities was included except for electric, which was fine. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I just took an application with me from the rental office, and I was like, okay, I'll bring this back really soon. So I took the application back the next week. I got approved, I got the email, I cried my eyes out, whatever. I was so happy, and I'm like, okay, now I have to put down a security deposit. So I have this money saved up or whatever. I'm kind of like living off of that a little bit. I got one check from one job. I used that for my security deposit. And then I still had a little bit of money left over, so I just put that away also. And then for my next check, my other job, then I put down my first month's rent, and then I moved in. Boom, just like that. Boom, in the video, done, boom. Also, everywhere is different. I'm not saying like this is gonna work out smoothly just as it did for me as it is for you. I only had to put down security deposit and first month's rent, and it was prorated, so I had to pay a little bit more for that first month because like I moved in 2 weeks early, paid for like November, and I moved in on like the 25th of October. As soon as I paid that first month, I got the keys and I moved right in. I got my electric set up and I moved right in. And guys, it was just a really great feeling to move in. I literally had nothing. I slept on an air mattress that night. I didn't care though. I was in my own crib. It was so cool, like just to know that I did that, and just to look back on like all the hard work that I put in. I was literally busting my ass, but then I couldn't get comfortable because baby, I had work the next morning, because now that I'm in here, I have to continue busting my ass. I actually have to pay every month now. I had nothing, so just imagine that. Literally moved in with my suitcase and some shoes and clothes or whatever, and that was it. I had nothing. Think of all of those things, like all of the factors that might apply to you when you're looking for an apartment. If you're staying with your parents right now, take advantage of that, because like a lot of people want to move like right away, and then you're fucked once you get to the apartment, and then like you have no money or you wasn't saving or anything. And it's just like, live with your parents, be comfortable for a while before you actually have to take on the responsibility of like being in an apartment, keeping groceries in your refrigerator, or you know, keeping your lights on, keeping your heat on, like all types of things. Like there's so many factors that come into it. You gotta hustle. You really gotta hustle, especially if you're like kind of in a situation like I was. I was like literally homeless before I even moved out here. I was already like, I had the mindset that I wanted to do better and like get on my feet and like do good. That's the main reason I moved out here, was to get on my feet. Think of all of those things that come into play: credit, groceries, bills, like everything. And manage your money right. Living with those people, it kind of made me manage my money a little bit better, because I'm like, okay, well, if I have to pay them rent and I'm making only this much right now, I need to be able to like, see if I can give them half right now then half later, just for my own sake, so I can like just have money for myself, because I hate walking around with no money. Like you probably do too, because girl, that's a pet peeve of mine, is having no money, being broke. When I'm broke, I'm down, I'm out, like it's ugly. I hate being broke. I hope you enjoyed this video of me telling you and giving you just a little bit of tips and advice on how you can get your own apartment, because if I can do it, you can do it. At your parents, save up your money, make sure you work a good job. If you're like somewhere expensive, think of like getting a roommate or something, but make sure it's a roommate that you're really comfortable with. Because if you're living with somebody and y'all don't see eye to eye about everything, it's gonna be ugly when it comes down to furniture, when it comes down to food, when it comes down to bills and everything. You gotta be able to see eye to eye with that person and, you know, break bread with them. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're new, you should have been subscribed during this video. I don't know what you're doing, just watching me, so you can see more of my face. And of course, you will see me in the next video. Bye, guys.